For those who speak English very well, don't judge me, please. I will try to explain everything by my hands because, I'm a sport guy. Actually, thank you for this opportunity because this is something new that I never did before. And since that I know Jelena and Mariana for a long time, and I met you, and I think that you're a great team, especially these tough and difficult times to speak about positivity and great energy and business all together. And of course, there is a sport. People don't need to have any kind of boundaries because they didn't finish anything. It doesn't mean that you are a failure. It could be, and it should be, and it can be something like a wind in your back, positive energy to finish something else that you can do in your life. I noticed that because I'm a father of 2 children. Vasilie, he has a birthday yesterday, 16 years old, and Anastasia, she's 12. I'm a father, and I noticed a lot of parents now, especially these days, because it's a very popular subject, unfortunately, because of something bad that happened. Parents usually has a bad influence because they didn't accomplish something. They put that on the kids, and it's always in very big percentage a bad influence, and bad things happened. Something like they're never satisfied in their life. They are a failure. They didn't accomplish anything. So I don't want to do that to my kids. So I want to show them if they try to do something and somewhere in the way they notice that they are not satisfied about that, why don't change it? Why don't change things in the next 10, 12, 20 or 30 years? Because I found myself, I'm 42, and I found myself in 35. I know exactly what I want to do. In 35, 36, 37, 38, I make this happen. It was difficult and still is difficult. If somebody says that life is easy, don't believe him because it's not. You can find the way how to, go across them, step over, fix things during the life, because it's if you have some kind of problem and you're yelling about it and you talk to people about it, believe me, if you don't have that kind of problem, you will have another problem. The absence of stress and difficult times and difficult things in life, it means that you don't have a life, actually. A lot of things bad that happen in your life, it showed that you don't do things correctly. But all the time, pretty much, I'm struggling, I'm fighting all my life for some things because my father and mother, they only teach me well. They teach me values of life, and that's it. I'm very satisfied about it. I don't ask them to give me a partner, to give me a car, to give me a salary, to give me a job. It's I think that the owner of DM Drogery, he said, I will give my kids the best education that could be in the world, but with a €0 on the accounts. I very often hear my friends, okay, I need to buy a partner. I said, why? Because I need to live to my kids. Why? So you will struggle and you will suffer all your life. You will not have a life because you want to buy a partner for your kids and leave them. Why? Don't spend time with your kids, teach them the values of life, maybe help them to find which job they want to do with what they want to, be occupied, instead of buy them apartment. So I especially start this subject because the things that happened, and now you can see a lot of speak with your kids and everything. And that it's a little bit annoying, but for me personally, I'm so sorry to hear that now when the bad things happen, but that's very usual for this environment. But okay, let's find something positive, some positive about things bad that happens. There is a very big similarity between the competitive sport, which can be snooker, picado, running marathon, driving a bicycle for 100 kilometers, doing a CrossFit, I'm a former judo competitor, so with martial arts, there is a very strange mindset, and in life and in business. So there is a always competitive way. For now, I have a competitive CrossFit gym, maybe 1 kilometer. So it's always fighting. It's always competitive. It's always like in business. In sport, in his business, I found the connection that I could live a life. Finding competitive way how to improve my business with the best service that I trying to do to give my clients. I think that they're satisfied, but I think that I can do a lot of improvement in gym. For example, to buy a new equipment, to give some more for the money, so increase my value, the value that I'm giving to them, to have food and drinks, to have a recipe for the healthy, meal during the day, to teach them. Especially yesterday, I jump in one shop. I don't want to advertise it. I jump in one shop and they're selling some good stuff about the health. And the workers that work there, they are very, like this. They're only selling that kind of project. With 3 questions, I noticed that they don't know anything about life, health, which is not compare and close to that product that they are selling. For example, they are selling something which can make you sleep very well, but they don't know how the hormones works after the hard work in the gym, after the hard work in the offices, after insomnia for 3 days. And when I ask them, okay, I will take this, I will buy it, I will try for 3 nights, but what happened if I doing a crazy workout in my gym for 4 hours? I was asking, I don't understand. Okay, you're selling the product, but you don't know the atmosphere and the situation for me, for you, and for other people. It's not the same. So how are you going to sell to me and to other people if you don't know what happened with our body in another terms? And it's the same thing about the business. If you notice, the first subject that I start, talk with your kids. It's the same. Talk with your clients. Talk with your classroom. Talk with your wife. Talk with your husband. It's always the same. Okay, now I am a talker. And if I don't listen to your question, pretty much in the next 3 minutes, I will be very boring guy and nobody will listen and they will be swipe. And instead of 47 people that was on the before in the meeting room, will be probably 20. So people need to learn to listen, because when you listen, you will not only prepare the right answer, but you will answer on the question. So very often people, when they speak, the other guy don't listen, just think what to answer and don't listen 100% what the another guy is saying. So that's my point of view. Listen and then answer, and probably you will, answer to the question and give the best value for your service and, find a solution for any kind of problem. It's very easy. There is 2 kind of people that love to work and doing, workout, and people that don't want. There is 2 kind of people before my work that I used to do. They love to buy things, but people, they don't want to spend money. So, people are working 10 hours per day because they want to have money, but they don't like to spend it. So they're working because of the money, but they save the money. They don't like to spend. And after 20 years of saving, they will buy a house. And they didn't have a life for 20 years. So it's a big problem. People, they want a nice shaped body, but they don't like to work. Then me comes out and said, okay, let's find the solution. You want to work for 10 minutes or 20 minutes? Okay, what's the problem? Why don't you like to work? I'm too big. My shirt doesn't look very nice when I put, and look, this guy, he's very, shaped, great body. Okay, so you have a problem. Okay, let's start in 6:30 a.m. with nobody else in the gym. Is that okay with you? Okay, but it's too early. Okay, let's come out and work in 8 o'clock p.m. with nobody in the gym. But I need to watch the game with my friends.
Excuses.
You need to give me something. So I will give you everything. So just give me something. So you notice the energy. I don't want to say, come on, man, you came and you don't give me anything that I can work with it. So energy is very important. How you speak with the people, how you answer on their question, or maybe people, the biggest problem is that people don't tell you the biggest problem if you don't know how to ask. There is always sales. I am a salesperson and I'm a sports person. There is always happen sales. In one book I read once, you're going with your movie with your boyfriend, husband. You want to watch a thriller, yes. And he want to watch the comedy. So in that very big moment, the sales start. You want to sell him a thriller, he want to sell you a comedy. So who won? Who will win? There is a sales. So it's always sales. It's not, okay, this is my product, this is my price. If you want to buy it, it's okay. If you don't want to buy it, that's okay also, but I will lose money. And people always jump in the discounts. That's the biggest problem. Okay, I will give you the discount. People don't buy because of the discount. People buy because of the emotion. People train about the emotion, about the feeling, yes. And that's that's the same thing with the kids. When they do something bad, you don't need to tell them, you're a bad guy. Why you did this is the punishment. You will know. Okay, why you do that? Why you did that? What's the problem? Where you saw that? Okay, do you know that if you are doing that a lot of time, this is gonna be happen, and I will be emotional. I will be sad. I will be crying. Let's talk about my emotion. If the kids are too young, okay, father, we will cry. Why, daddy? Why will we? That's how I spoke with my kids 10 years ago. People knows a lot of things now. It's very easy. Information don't have a value anymore. Because you ask me something, in the next 15 seconds, I will give you the answer. So I'm very aware that when I speak with my clients, when they go home, when they come back, they said, hey, you told me that, but look this, there is alternative. Because they Google it. So I read once, one guy, he's a PR marketing specialist, he said that only things that cannot be changed with artificial brain is a PR. Because you can train with your mobile phone. You can type parameters, everything, what your wishes and your goal, and mobile phone give you the workout. But what's happened when you come to the workout, when you come with your phone and get up in the morning and decide to work out, and you have a last night overdrunk, birthday, how your phone will gonna react? How your phone you're gonna speak with you? No, he will give you the answer. Pretty much, it's gonna be improved in some application. Okay, I have 3-4 drinks last night, so give me another one. But there is no emotion. Okay, it could be shown by emoji, but there is no emotion. So I noticed that people know a lot of things. High tech, IT, everybody are now aware of that. We are using IT. We are using now new technology, and it's a good thing. But never forget about the emotion that face-to-face people can give to the coaches, to the clients. So you can exercise by your phone, but it's not the same when you train in your group. Sometimes I'm laughing when I watch people are training in the groups, and I saw a laptop by home, and like we train, but you're alone in the room. But in New York, Hong Kong, Zagreb, in Belgrade, people are trained together in the virtual room. For me, basically, it's fun. So my question was, how are you going to compete in judo with the IT tech? How are we going to compete? How are we going to call it competition in volleyball, football, virtual? No emotion, no things happen. So the thing is that the people are aware of new technology, and they know a lot of things. They can find a lot of things. For example, I said that the CrossFit, it's a good. They Google it. They said, oh, this is the new workout in the CrossFit. So sometimes it's very difficult for us. So we can find, we need to find another solution. Sometimes maybe I will not have the answer, but that's the question that I really like, because the most difficult work is work with people, you know. You are
I do.
in that business, yes. And before Doc, I have one big club named Teget 3 years ago. I work a lot with the people, but you need to be aware of something. It's not always only about the work. But it's always about the people.
Fully agree.
You cannot find Highlander from, I don't know, some mountains and teach him to do programming on the laptop. Maybe there is some, possible way, but the percentage is very low. But you need first to find the people and be aware, certain that you can work with them. And then, so my point of view is find the great people and teach him to be good in their professions.
So you're talking about your team in terms of team people?
Yes.
People working with you in Doc.
Yes. For example, we are almost 1 year old in Doc, and now situation from the beginning, it's totally different. But they are good people, and they are aware. And once I get the information, get the answer from one coach, I never had a tutor in my life. He's a coach here, 21 years old. He's a very successful in CrossFit, in competitive. He finished, almost finished, University of Faculty of Sport and Physical Science. And he moved from their parents and come to Belgrade to work. He's not from Belgrade, he's from Novi Sad. And he said to me, I never had a tutor. I have my father, he's a great, but I never had a tutor. And I said, sorry for my next sentence. I will open your skull, put all things that I learned in my 42 years experience and put in your skull and then close it. Because you will stand here, grow with me, or you will leave and open I will help you, no problem. But one thing that I'm certain that you will remember my words, because you don't know anything about life. You know how to pull 200 kg from the ground or run a marathon, but you don't know anything from the life. And he accepts that, and he's changing. And I'm watching, and once I know that I told to somebody some good thing, maybe save his life, maybe make his life easier, or for me, that's the great thing, every Monday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., we have meetings, all the team. And this is the energy that you saw. We have meetings every Monday. Now they have a competition in Athens, in Spain. Now they are moving to Berlin. Next month we have in Bar in Montenegro. And we are this Monday, Tuesday, when we come back from Spain, we discuss about that. Okay, what happened in Athens? What happened that you wasn't so successful? And what we should do to improve that to next month be more successful in the next competition. That's the one thing. But what happened with the clients in Doc? How we serve them? Are we okay? Because we are very, unsleepy or sleepy. We are tired because of the competition, the workouts. Sometimes we don't eat very well because a long, shift during the day. Are the clients satisfied? Are they still here? Are they repaid the membership? People need to know what's the final result if they are doing something or they don't doing something. So if you don't train, your cardiovascular system is gonna be like, this.
Okay.
Empty. Your heart is not working. Your heart is a muscle. If you train the muscle, it's gonna be well trained. So when you come in 60 or 70, instead of your heart pumped like this, it's gonna be pumped like this, and something bad could happen. So let me ask you, what is better, to invest in your life and train your heart, as a very important muscle, or don't invest and don't train. And maybe when the 50, 55, 60, you will be more scared what's happened because your friend unfortunately died because they didn't train.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the professional or high recreation. I'm talking about the optimal recreation in sport, which is 30 to 45, maybe an hour per day, 3 times per week. I mean, everybody could do that. So you can, I'm not talking to come to dock and train with us. I'm coming, go out. You're living in the 13th floor. Go 4 times to 13th floor and back, 13th floor and back, 4 times.
Yes.
It's quite enough. Just remember, during the bad times, Corona times or COVID times, everybody want to train. Why? Because some guy, doctor or president said, don't train. You cannot train because it's not healthy. You will expand the COVID. Don't train. Everybody want to train. So I'm telling you, don't train. If there is a will, there is a way. So it's very easy. It's very easy. Just remember that your final result should be health. Fit, it's not to have abs. And not at all. Fit is not to be big guy, strong guy, doing a push-ups, pull-ups, and lifting weights, and throw the rubber and push the car. No. Fit is not to run the marathon. No. Be fit is a lifestyle. Health, love, and everything will, just came on the right spot.